So, time to rewire this motor. And the last time whoever did it just crimped new wires on the pigtail coming out of the motor. But I think I would like to see if there's a way to fully wire this into the motor. So I'm going to pop the cover off this motor. It looks like there's one screw here, and yep, another screw right here. Oh, and there we go. Didn't even have to take the screw the entire way out. Except this end of the motor doesn't help us any. Okay. Because the connection is further on, is on the other end here. So, alright, well, we'll just slip that back on. Now this whole sewing machine is pretty dirty, so I will have to give it a decent cleaning. But for now, I'm gonna pop the hand wheel off. There we go. Oh yeah, it's filthy behind the hand wheel too, so. And pull the clutch washer out. And the hand wheel slides right off, so that's in good shape. Oh, and there's the worm gear for the drive, so that's all good. You can see the edge of this hand wheel is real banged up. So the finish is very badly chipped on this hand wheel, but that's not really that important. Trying to, there is a big flat screw right here. And a big flat screw right there. And those two big flat screws should be what holds this motor assembly. Yep, there it just loosened up and it slides right off. So there's the back end of the machine and the spot where that motor assembly goes on it. So push the machine out of the way and let's there's the wiring as it comes into the motor, so apparently you do have to pop the cap off and then pull the motor body out, and that's how you'll see these wires. Well, I am not confident in wanting to tear this open, so now that we've got this off, we can, clean it real good. I can take these two big thumb screws off the bottom here. I assume these are grease reservoirs or something. Ah, there we go. Yeah, those are grease reservoirs of some kind. So, to help grease that worm gear. And then this screw here is going to be the front bearing of the worm drive in there to help hold that worm drive in alignment on the gear. So, and then this let's see, that tire is in good shape, so, but the finish is real cracked off of this bobbin winder too. So since I have this off and there's all this filth back here, I am gonna scrub up this motor head and wipe it out real good. And since we've got it, or we can look at it, we will look at those brushes, because you can still get brushes, I think, for these motors. And with how bad a shape the rest of this is in, look at that, huge. There's a lot of carbon dust on these brushes. Well, now I've looked in there, I'm going to want to take the armature out and see if it needs to be. Oh, and that brush is stuck in there. So yeah, needs cleaning in there because this brush is stuck. Alright, well, so much for leaving the motor alone. So, cover comes off, and then these two screws here should hold this part of the motor in. Yep. And this one has the Singer product tag on it too. It's 25 to 75 cycles, AC and DC, 110 to 120 volts. Because this was made back when electrification was relatively new, so you had to. It was easier to just ship universal motors out. Let's see now. Yeah, that brush is stuck in there. Now, is there a... There's two set screws here, and I don't know if this those set screws would interfere with the shaft removal there. I'm gonna guess they do. So, nope. Neither of these screwdrivers is narrow enough to get at that set screw. Let me look real quick. There we go. one set screw. I can't get this other set screw loose right away. We're going to take a break from this, and I'm actually going to go look up the service on this motor so that I know what has to happen in order for this to pop out of there. Because I'm sure that these motors are impossible to get repaired other than the brushes. So we'll take a break here, and I'm going to go actually try to look up how to do this.